Some places just feel like magic, where the air itself seems to shimmer with possibility, and every moment feels like it could turn into a memory you'll cherish forever. Key West is one of them. This island at the edge of the world is a place where time slows down and the colors seem brighter, the laughter louder, and the sunsets more spectacular than anywhere else. The streets are alive with color and music, every corner bursting with energy, musicians strumming guitars, street performers drawing crowds, and the scent of saltwater and tropical flowers in the air. But the real magic happens at sunset, when the whole island seems to pause and turn its gaze westward, waiting for the sky to put on its nightly show. Every evening, people gather at Mallory Square, on the beach, or anywhere with a view of the horizon, drawn together by the promise of something beautiful. Or, like us, set out on the water, eager to experience the sunset from a new perspective, surrounded by the gentle sway of the sea. We chose a sunset sail, hearts full of anticipation and a sense of adventure, ready to see what the evening would bring. The idea felt dreamy, gliding across the water as the sun dipped low, the world painted in gold and rose, the horizon stretching endlessly ahead. I pictured the famous oranges and pinks lighting up the sky, the clouds catching fire, and the water reflecting every shade in a dazzling display. The gentle rock of the boat, the cool breeze on our faces, and the sound of laughter all around us made it feel like we were part of something timeless. It's not just about the view, it's about feeling connected to the world, to each other, and to the simple joy of being present in a beautiful place. Planning this adventure brought us closer, building excitement before we even left. Would we see dolphins leaping in the waves, or maybe catch a glimpse of a sea turtle gliding by? What would the wind sound like in the sails? Would the sky be clear, or would clouds add drama to the sunset? The possibilities made every moment feel electric. The best part of travel is the shared journey, the memories you make before you even arrive, and the stories you'll tell long after you've returned home. As the afternoon sun softened, we headed to the historic seaport, the golden light making everything feel warm and inviting. The energy was infectious, fishermen cleaning their catch, pelicans waiting for scraps, and everyone sharing in the anticipation of the evening ahead. Live music drifted from restaurants, blending with the sound of waves and laughter, creating a soundtrack that felt uniquely Key West. Everything felt alive and happy, as if the whole island was celebrating the end of another perfect day. We were about to join the ocean's rhythm, part of the daily celebration of the sun, surrounded by strangers who felt like friends. This is what travel is about, simple, beautiful moments that make you grateful to be alive and remind you how wonderful it is to share them. The promise of a Key West sunset was already becoming a story we'd tell for years, a memory that would always bring us back to this place in our hearts. And as we stepped onto the dock, feeling the wooden boards beneath our feet and the salty air on our skin, we knew something unforgettable was about to begin, a new chapter in our adventure, written in the colors of the Key West sky. Walking down the dock as the sun dipped low on the horizon, we felt a sense of anticipation building with every step. It felt like entering another world, where the ordinary faded away and the promise of adventure hung in the air. Our schooner waited at the end of the dock, its tall masts reaching for the sky, silhouetted against the glowing evening light. The crew welcomed us with warm smiles and open arms, making us feel instantly at home, as if we were old friends returning for another journey. Stepping aboard, excitement buzzed in the air, mingling with the sound of laughter and the gentle lapping of water against the hull. We found a perfect spot by the rail, the cool breeze in our faces, the endless sea stretching out before us, inviting us to dream. The air smelled of salt and freedom, a scent that seemed to promise new experiences and unforgettable memories. Around us, other families and couples settled in, sharing the same anticipation, their faces lit by the golden glow of sunset and the thrill of the unknown. The captain greeted us, his passion for sailing shining through in every word and gesture, instantly earning our trust. He shared a few words about the journey ahead, describing the route and what we might see, making us feel like part of the crew, not just passengers. Even before we left the dock, it felt special. The creak of ropes, the flutter of flags, the calm blue water reflecting the last light of day, all coming together in a perfect moment. Sometimes, the greatest adventures are about being present, soaking in the beauty around you, and letting yourself be swept away by the moment. We were ready to leave our worries behind, to let the gentle rocking of the boat and the endless horizon remind us of what it means to truly unwind. As the schooner slipped away from the dock and into the open water, we knew the journey had truly begun and anything was possible. The moment finally arrived. The boat eased away from the dock, ropes slipping free, and the gentle hum of anticipation filled the air. We left the busy world behind, watching the familiar shore grow smaller with every passing second. The sounds of the seaport faded away, replaced by the gentle rush of water against the hull and the distant call of seabirds. Key West's colorful buildings shrank into the distance, the island now a toy town on the horizon, its vibrant energy replaced by the calm of open water. The crew moved in a practiced dance, raising the sails with strong, sure hands. White canvases billowed as they caught the wind, transforming the boat into a living thing. The engine cut off, and a deep silence settled over us, just the wind, the water, and the gentle creak of the boat's rigging. We were powered by nature alone, gliding across the sea with an ancient grace that made us feel connected to sailors of centuries past. Sailing is a perfect blend of peace and exhilaration, the boat leaning gently, laughter rising as we caught a good gust, hearts racing with excitement. I closed my eyes, feeling the sun warm my face, the wind in my hair, and the steady rocking motion beneath me, a rare moment of pure presence. All the stresses of daily life melted away, replaced by a sense of freedom and lightness that only the open sea can bring. Looking at my family, I saw the same wonder and awe reflected in their faces, a shared sense of discovery that brought us closer together. We didn't need words, just smiles, shared glances, and the unspoken bond of experiencing something magical together. The shoreline was just a thin line now. We were surrounded by endless blue, the horizon stretching out in every direction. We felt like explorers, heading toward the setting sun, chasing adventure and the promise of new memories. The world felt vast and beautiful, and in that moment we knew how lucky we were to be a part of it, together. Out here, everything else faded away, leaving only the sea, the sky, and the feeling of absolute freedom. On open water, the world felt new. The ocean stretched endlessly, deep blue and turquoise, sunlight sparkling on every wave. I leaned over the rail, watching clear water rush past, feeling like we floated on a jewel. The ocean's music surrounded us, waves splashing, wind whispering through the sails, seabirds calling overhead. No cars, no phones, just nature's symphony. The crew moved with quiet confidence, offering cool drinks and sharing stories of the sea. Their warmth turned a boat ride into a floating celebration. I stared at the horizon, lost in thought. The vastness put everything in perspective. Worries shrank. Awe and wonder filled the space. We were small, but part of something immense and beautiful. Sharing food and laughter on the water made the moment even more special. Sometimes the ocean's peace is the greatest gift. We were exactly where we needed to be. Suddenly, someone shouted, "Dolphins!" And we rushed to the rail. A pod of dolphins appeared, sleek bodies arching through the waves. Delight swept the boat as they played alongside us, leaping and diving in the golden light. The captain slowed, letting us savor the moment. One dolphin leaped high, silver against blue, drawing cheers and laughter. Seeing them wild and free was pure magic. My kids' eyes were wide with amazement. These are the moments you can't plan. The dolphins' playful energy brought us together in awe. Even after they swam on, their joy lingered. The encounter added a layer of wonder to our sunset sail. The ocean had shared a secret with us. We kept scanning the water, hoping for another glimpse. Travel's best stories are the ones you never expect. As we sailed, the light began to change. The sun softened, casting a golden glow across the horizon. Everyone turned west, anticipation building for the main event. The sun became a glowing orb, painting a shimmering path across the water. Colors appeared, pale pinks, soft lavenders, clouds edged in orange and coral. The sky transformed minute by minute, a masterpiece unfolding before our eyes. We sat in silence, mesmerized by the beauty. Words felt unnecessary, awe filled the air. Strangers became companions, united by wonder. The simplest things, light, color, sky, became extraordinary. We were witnesses to nature's art show, grateful for every second. The sunset was more than a view, it was an experience. As the sun touched the horizon, the sky erupted in color, Fiery oranges, molten gold, deep magenta, and purple streaks. We weren't just watching a sunset, we were inside it. The water reflected the sky's fire, sails glowed rosy, and our faces shone with wonder. For a few minutes, the world was a symphony of warmth and beauty. Then, a flash of green, the legendary green flash, sparked and vanished. Cheers and applause broke out, a celebration of nature's show. Even after the sun disappeared, the colors lingered, deepening in the afterglow. The sky faded to soft purple and pink, the world growing quiet and still. The intensity gave way to peace. We'd been given a gift, a moment of perfect beauty. It was a memory etched forever. The sunset united us all, if only for a moment. We sailed on, hearts full. As the last colors faded, twilight settled in. A canvas of indigo and violet, the first stars twinkling above. The air was still, the only sound the gentle whisper of water. Calm and tranquility washed over us. The crew lowered the sails. Our journey turned homeward. Key West's lights sparkled in the distance, a cozy beacon. The return felt different, quieter, more reflective. We sat close, sharing a comfortable silence, watching stars brighten. These quiet moments matter most: simple connection, gratitude, peace. The boat rocked gently, the ocean wishing us goodnight. The trip was ending, but the feeling would last. We carried the sunset in our hearts. Twilight was the perfect ending to a perfect day. We promised ourselves never to forget. Stepping onto the dock felt like waking from a dream. Our legs wobbled, still feeling the ocean's sway. We thanked the captain and crew, grateful for their hospitality. The boat was a silhouette against the starry sky, a reminder of our journey. The adventure was over, but the joy lingered. This sunset sail was more than a boat ride. It touched our hearts. From dolphins to sunset, it was about sharing beauty with those we love. The laughter, the wonder, the quiet moments. Those are the real souvenirs. If you ever visit Key West, get out on the water. Let the ocean work its magic. Create your own story, your own perfect memory. Life's richness is found in these moments of wonder and connection. As we walked back into the lively streets, our hearts were full. A life filled with moments like these is truly wonderfully lived.